In this video, we'll show you our first experience with the Shinkansen Bullet train from Tokyo to Kyoto. From getting on the train to enjoying a nice bento box, we got you covered in this video. Our travel day started at Tokyo Station, the main railway station of the city. At Tokyo Station, we picked up our 14-day Japan Rail passes, which gives you unlimited travel on almost all JR-operated trains through Japan for 14 consecutive days. Like the good tourists we are, we came prepared and booked 2 rail passes online, since you cannot get them without a reservation. We ordered our passes on the official JR Pass website, which looks like this. This is slightly more expensive than a third-party option where you can get the passes cheaper. However, booking through the official website allows you to make online seat reservations in advance, and it's the only option to avoid receiving a physical voucher that you need to exchange for your pass. If you buy through the official website, you can simply show up with your passport and they'll give you the 14-day pass as well as tickets for any seat reservation you made. For the 14-day pass, we paid 53,000 yen per person, which is about 335 euros. But do keep in mind that it has been expected that these prices will rise, so be sure to check this online. Once we got all that settled, we just had to pick out a nice bento box for our lunch on the train, and later in the video you'll see which ones we ended up picking. And to be sure, we arrived 45 minutes before departure to make sure that we could find everything and not miss our train. Although the station is very busy, the signs alternate between Japanese and English, so finding out where you need to go is fairly easy. A few minutes before departure, the train came rushing into the station. But it was not immediately available for boarding, as the cleaning crew needed to prep the train first. They did this amazing thing where they turned around all the seats so every passenger is facing forward on the train. Also, if you're enjoying this video, please help us out by liking this video, leave a comment, or subscribe to our channel. Back to the train, when the cleaning and prepping was done, the train opened its doors and we went looking for our reserved seats. It's also possible to take the train without a seat reservation, but then you have to get into the specific non-reserved car, and depending on which train it is, it's either at the very front or the very back of the train. We're traveling with a regular-sized suitcase and a backpack, and I was a little worried that it might not fit on the rack above us and that we needed a special reservation at the oversized luggage compartment. But this was honestly no problem. Our 26-inch suitcase and backpack both fit easily above our heads. The train is outfitted with a 2-pin 100-volt outlet for charging, so be sure to bring a travel adapter in your hand luggage if needed, as there is no USB connection available. The train also comes with an individual fold-out table, as well as a ton of legroom. I think we've never had as much legroom on a train that we did here, and we both loved it. The train quickly left the station and we said goodbye to a very rainy Tokyo. The whole journey takes about 2.5 hours, so it's nice to be able to connect to the train Wi-Fi. You do need to log in with either your email address or social media, and every now and then you have to reconnect to keep using the internet. We were 15 minutes into our trip when we got hungry, so we decided to eat our bento boxes. The first one we chose was this beef bento that came with rice, seasoned beef, and egg. The second bento was a massive chicken karage on rice, and also with egg and veggies. Both boxes tasted surprisingly good for pre-made takeaway food, and we enjoyed them a lot. And although chicken is always a solid choice, the beef bento definitely does travel better. The next stop on the train is the bathroom. There are a few of these on board, and they were definitely cleaner than some other train toilets we encountered. And some parts of the train have special luggage compartments which you do need to reserve in advance if you want to use them. For our trip, we chose to sit on the right-hand side of the train, hoping that we could catch a glimpse of Mount Fuji. Unfortunately, there was a typhoon passing in the area that day, so all we saw was clouds and rain. But if you do happen to go on a sunny and clear day, definitely keep in mind to book the D and E seats for your trip, so you'll have the best possible view for Mount Fuji. The train ride went by super quickly, and before we knew it, we had to wake up from our little nap and get off the train in Kyoto, where it was very windy and rainy as well. We really enjoyed our train ride on the Shinkansen, and it's indeed the fastest way to travel in Japan. The seats were nice and spacious, which made the 2.5 hours go by super quickly. We really recommend this way of travel, and if you happen to take the train a lot in Japan, calculate for yourself if it's worth it to buy the JR pass for some prepaid and convenient travel. From Kyoto Station, it's easy to connect to the metro or take another local train to get to your destination. In our case, we had to go to the hotel quickly because there was a chance that the local trains would be cancelled due to the weather. Luckily for us, the day after we arrived, the sky cleared up completely and we got to enjoy the beautiful city of Kyoto. Stay tuned for our next video in which we'll review the Royal Park Canvas Kyoto Hotel. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget that if you want to see more, subscribe to us at Just and Explore. Yay!